Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. This is the first episode of Meet the Great Minds, and here we have Mr. Jitendra Ji, who is a .NET developer. He's also an author. He wrote a book on cracking interview in first attempt. So, Jitendra Ji, over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Don Abhinay ji, for that opportunity to giving to me, and thank you for that who audience for watching these videos. And this will be very grateful session because I am going to tell you about that how to crack any interview in first attempt. It is know that it is the name is interview cracking in first attempt. Why the name is mentioned the first attempt? Why it is not mentioned in the second attempt, right? So we'll be discussing about all the things. And first, we'll be discussing about the why it is mentioned the first. First, in the sense, what happened when the candidate is pursue the degree and he trying to attend the kind of any interview in the corporate world or any kind of public department. So he will attend the interview because without knowing anything like what precautions and what kind of restrictions to be followed during the interview. So what will happen? They will attend the interview, and once they will attend the interview, then they will know that okay, I should not this do these things.
Yes.
Correct. Okay, I should come before 10 minutes. Okay, I should wear the proper dress. Oh, I should save the proper way. Or I should say, sir, like in this formal way. Like a, this, they will know after attending the interview.
Yes, most of
So
them
this,
regret after doing
yes,
bad choice.
yes. So this book helps you to the candidate to know that what precautions you can do during the interview or before the interview. So once you are attending the interview with the proper plan, definitely you will be higher chances to get selected in the interviews.
So, Mr. Jitendra Ji, what inspired you to write a book specifically on this interview cracking in the first attempt? Have you ever cracked an interview in the first attempt?
Yeah, so I will tell you about myself
Yes.
because I worked also in corporate world. So when I did my degree, then what happened? I didn't know about that interview and the process and rounds and those things. So okay, I came and I was trying to attend the interview. I was searching the companies and going to the attend the interview and submitting the resume without knowing anything. So after attending the interview, then slowly knowing that okay, this should do, I should prepare good resume, I should mention these things. Okay, I didn't mention these things. Okay, so lots of questions you will be knowing that. And after that successful worked in the corporate world, I was also in a screening panel. I was taking more than students interview in the corporate world. I was so much engaged in the taking the interview. I was not have time to take a lunch. It was very scheduled, hard schedules. And HR is also calling me to take an interview, sir. Then I was telling, no, I don't have, tomorrow also I have interview, today also interview, make arrangement for after 2 and 3 days. Then I was giving the schedule. So it is very, then we come to know that, like the, all the steps we come to know that what should candidates should do before that attending the interview. That inspired me. What I face issue, that other candidates should not face any issue. So that inspired me to write a book to help that fresher, the candidate, to better approach before attending the interview to the interviewer and impress the interviewer.
That's very good of you. So, what do you think what is the critical factor in an interview which makes a positive impact on the interviewer about the interview?
Yeah, I will tell about the point of the view of the candidate, what positive scenario he should be. Once candidate is attending an interview, he should be very confident. It should not be overconfident, but definitely he should be confident. And once he's telling any answer, then he should be know that what he is telling. It is he should not misguide the question or misguide the answer, kind of. Like suppose he is telling that any questions related to technical, do you know about these things? So what candidate can reply? So one some of the candidate will be very over smart, like he will be showing that interviewer, I know. So it should not be like that. Okay, if you do not know, clearly say that interviewer, I do not know, sir.
Yes.
If you know the little bit, then you say, I am not sure about that, but yeah, this is kind of related. If you are giving any answer clarity to the interviewer, it will believe that you are the right candidate. If you are making the wrong answer, definitely it will not impress your candidature.
That
to
creates
select
a
the
negative
interview.
impact.
Yeah, that will be
Opinion.
shows that you are not confident and you are telling. So I was also in the interview panel. What I have the management will giving me the seats. What basis you are selecting the candidate? There will be mainly three categories. One is the category is your communication skills. I have to feel that will be level like 1 to 5 or 1 to 10. So this candidate, what is the level of communications? I have to feel that. The second priority will be given the technical skills. So how much he is depth in the technical skills out of 1 to 5 or 1 to 10. And other is managerial skills, whether candidate has the kind of managerial skills. So there are three factors to be measured by the interviewer to evaluate the candidate. So I was filling and I was sending to the department in the first level. There will be round of the interview like a level 1, level 2. And most of the time, if the candidate is not satisfied in the 2 level, then he will go for 3 level. Then final round will be HR round.
Yes.
HR round will be kind of know about your personal details, professional details, experience details. So the interview, what is the actual definition of interview? Interview, when you are passing kind of any written test in government job or private job, that is your academic, that is your technical skills. But interview is the only one of the process you can know the inner and outer strength of the candidate.
Yes.
Either your professional or personal details, your choice, your hobby, all psychological factors, it can be measured by the interview.
Yes. Actually, I read your book and it was really nice. So, do you share a personal life experience like uh, real life success story from someone who used your book to crack an interview on the first attempt?
Yeah, so I got some also feedback when the event was there, and in that event, one candidate saw the book, and he told, "Sir, I want to read the book." So I told, "You can buy the Flipkart or you can buy the Amazon NotionPress. If you want to from me, then I can give you also." So he has taken that. So he was technically very strong, sir, and communication skills also was very good. So but he was facing issue in the interview, like in the time of interview he was rejecting, even though he has the good English, he has the good communication skills, he is the good technical skills, even though in the final round he was getting rejected by the interviewer. So he told, "Sir, I was gone through that your book. It is very helpful to me, and it works from me because you have mentioned clearly do or do not do during the interview. And it is clearly mentioned with the easy understanding with the flow diagram to understand. I followed, sir, and I cracked the interview. Thank you so much for the nice booking writing." So that he share the experience. Really, I told, "Congratulations. Further, any kind of need informations, then let us know." Then he was very happy to read this kind of book because it is mentioned completely guidelines of that before and after the interview, and it is also mentioned the views and thoughts of the candidate and the interviewer, what interviewer is thinking and what candidate is thinking during the process of the interview. So that is also mentioned. I mentioned also my corporate world experience because I was in screening panel of the candidate.
So how to handle some kind of unexpected and difficult questions from the interview panel? Usually candidates get stumped upon when someone asks them some hard question or a question which they don't know.
Yes. So in interview is the process of inner and outer strength of the candidate. So the candidate should not surprise that, sorry, why you not ask the questions? Why? Because this is question is not related. That questions cannot be asked to the interview. That also I mentioned in the book. See, that is interview is the process of evaluating your determination of the idea and skills. So if this question is kind of any difficult, the candidate is not able to answer it. You just mentioned that clearly, I do not know, sir. But
Yes.
I
No.
have this little bit idea. I want to share it just for not sure. So that will impress that, okay, the person is not sure, but he wants to give some hints which will be impressed to the interviewer. But you don't tell any kind of wrong information which really impact your bad impressions, and that will be candidate will be rejected.
Right. So do you have any like PPT to share?
Yeah, definitely. I
You
will
can
share
share.
my PPT. Sure. Okay, are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
So this is a interview cracking in first attempt. So this book I have just taken some of the point from the book and trying to explain you about the interview cracking in first attempt. So interview cracking in first attempt, once you go through that, and we will be providing you the free interview kit. In the interview kit, you will be getting the soft copy of fresher resume, soft copy of experience resume, what is cover letter, you will get a cover letter, and you will get the speech interval analyze link where you can analyze your speaking, how to detect your voice detections kind of. And in that book, you will learn also FAQs, frequently asked questions. Assignments is there, practical test approaches is there, live interactions and precautions, safeguard tricks also is mentioned. It is very beneficial for the freshers, experienced professionals, competitive private government interview clearance trips is given. So this is the one of the part, module one. What module one we have a discuss what interview introductions and background overview. Part 1, introduction of interview communications. Section 1, we define overview about interview. First, we should know that what is the definition of interview and how we can explain it. So an interview is the process of having a conversation between two people. Conversation means what? You are interacting with the two people to know each other by the question and answers. The others who ask the questions called the interviewers, and those who answer the questions are called the interviews. Mean that who is asking questions? Who will be asking the questions? The organization, any kind of firm, or who is in the interview panel. And there in the front, the candidate will be answering based on the what question asked from the interviewer. The communication between the interviewer and interview establishes the relation between the candidate seeking jobs and the interviewer or employer hiring the candidate. Hiring the candidate means that they want to hire or select the candidate for their requirement of the company. The interviewer will test the knowledge and skills of the candidate to determine whether he meets the requirement of the organization. This is a very important part. requirement of the organization mean that if the any organization is trying to hire any candidate of engineers, in engineers also will be categories, whether it's computer science, whether it's civil, whether it's electric, whether it's electronics. So the civil candidate can't go to the candidature of the requirement of the kind of any computer science. So that should be matched. So the organization will look forward the requirement should match to the degree also, because that expertizations will come from the candidate. And the interviewer will try to ask all types of questions like skills, like technology, like a social or academic, cultural achievements, what you have done, any kind of managerial skills you have, to measure the candidate capacity of the experience. So during the interview, the person, the organization or the interviewer will know that how much you have experience and what kind of level of experience you have, and that will measure and that will be fit to the requirement of the any companies. So next slide is, so I have mentioned this is all the part your content seeing that is mentioned in the book, just a small piece of the part of the module 1 of the part 1 we have taken. So flow chart of the interview round. So this is interviewer A and this is interview is B. Interview B is also called a candidate. So this is the section 3 is explanation of the flow chart on the interview. So A is an interviewer who is also called a employer or organization, who is the person or organization, company, office, etc. that has the authority to take the interview for job seeker. A will evaluate the test conducted by the panel to select candidate B based on the performance of the candidate. So performance of the candidate means that what are the questions interviewer is asking to the candidate, whether candidate is giving the satisfaction answer or not. Satisfaction answer means they are giving the right answer or not with respect to the questions. The requirements of the company should be matched to the particular skills of the candidate before the attending the interview or applying the interview. The candidate should know what is the exact requirement. What will happen? The candidate will go to the interview and he will attend the interview and he will come back. He will tell, oh, I have attended this interview, but this profile is not suit for me. Then what happened? It's time has gone, time is spent, money is spent because of he doesn't know about that. What is the requirement company is looking for that? If he know that, when the interview is also happening, you can say what is the exact requirement of what I should be my role in the interview of the organization. If you are clarity of these things, then definitely you will be preparing accordingly and you will be attending the interview and you will be surely higher chance you will be cracking the interview in the first round. Next slide. So what is the objective of the interviews? To conduct the test to qualify the candidate, to verify the information from the candidature form. Candidature form means what resume, what biodata you have given. Most of the time, 99% interviewer will ask the questions from the resume. You just know that. I have seen also, when I was taking interview, I will be asking the questions from the resume and biodata only. Tell me about this project or this you have worked. What is this? If they will not able to tell it, then how the interview will believe that you are the right candidate and you came to the interview for the positions. So I will tell you guys, when you are attending any interview and which resume or biodata you submitted to the organization, that resume, just to go through that, understand it and remind it and prepare well it, because from there it will be asking the question most of the time. Third number, to know the necessary facts and informations. To filter the ability of the candidate. To measure the level of skills. Level of skills is, I discussed the three: communications, technical, and managerials. So three factors to measure which fit and which level of the skills you satisfied. 7, to get the analysis of additional information or skills of the candidate. Additional informations means it is not there in your resume. Yes, it can be. It can be asked to know about your outer strength of the candidate. 8, to exchange ideas and views between two or more people, to know the personal and professional informations, to verify the already submitted form or applications of the candidate, to know if the candidate is a fit for the requirement of the company. Why it is interview is happening? To know that, to measure that this candidate is fit, this requirement or not. So guys, this is the modules. So we previous book having the 11 modules. We recently added 2 modules. Now is the total 13 modules, guys. And each module is having a part 1 and part 2. And each part having a section 1, section 2, and section 3. With the all parts having the diagram explanations. And this is a broad descriptions to the understand it very easily. If you want to go, what are the contents? And these slides will come to know that you will be knowing that what are the ebooks, what are the books' contents. Module 1, you can see a module 2, module 3, module 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, and 13. Each module having a part, and each part having a 3 parts, and each 3 parts having the sections. And also you will be getting free interview kits. And also we have a Udemy recognized certification, guys. So all the lectures of the book, it will be in the video, in the lecture will be there, and assignment and assessment will be there. In the Udemy also you can get, and you can enhance your skills to know. Because this is the right time. You are investing money. Like example, you have a plant and the one is a human. In the plant, initially what you will do daily water, plantations, caring it. Once it will build it, what you will get later, nothing to care it. You will be getting everything. So like that. So you are investing money for your career skills. Definitely it will return back to you more and more. So, and you can, this is all the descriptions. You can go and you can, this PPT you can get from Prospera Educations from the Down Avinaji to get the all things details. And that's all about my session. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you so much for Down Avinaji for inviting me for the this special session to the candidate. And I'm also very proud to feel with you. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes. So thank you everyone for watching this session on YouTube. Thank you, Jitendra ji, for your valuable knowledge that you have provided to us. It's good to have you on board for our first episode in our talk show on Meet the Great Minds. Thank you so much for attending this.
Thank you so much, Thank you.